Selena Gomez is going through a lot right now. There are rumors about her fiancé, Benny Blanco, possibly being unfaithful, and she's also reportedly not on good terms with one of her closest friends, Teresa Murray. People started talking even more when it was discovered that Benny had subscribed to Teresa's private online content. Then, the two were seen having lunch together, sitting very close, which only made the situation look worse. Fans noticed right away, because Teresa has been part of Selena's inner circle for a long time, since around 2014. If this fallout is real, it would be the third time Selena has cut ties with a friend who was once very close to her. The internet quickly got flooded with rumors and wild guesses, especially about what might be going on between Benny and Teresa. If all this is making your head spin, you're not alone. Now, when it comes to Benny, some people think his wild behavior is part of his charm, but it's getting to a point where he might need some coaching before he speaks in public again. His interviews often take strange turns, especially when he talks about Selena. One of the latest examples was when he said that when they started dating, she would show up to his house half an hour early and wait in her car. He didn't say she called him or made a joke out of it, he just saw her through his security cameras. That detail didn't sit right with a lot of people. It made Selena look overly eager, almost like she was trying too hard to impress him. Fans were quick to react, calling Benny out for exposing something so personal and making Selena seem desperate. The way people saw it, if she was the one going to him and waiting outside, it totally clashed with her usual classy and confident image. Fans had always thought of her as someone who expects a guy to be respectful, old-fashioned in a good way, like being picked up for a date, or at least having a driver sent for her. Instead, it looked like she was sitting outside like she was early for a job interview, and Benny didn't even ask her to come in. People found that weird. If he saw her waiting, why didn't he just text or call her to say she could come inside? That would have been the decent thing to do. But no, he let her sit out there and then talked about it on a podcast like it was entertainment. And he didn't stop there. Benny also shared that Selena was the one who asked him out first. According to him, she thought it was an actual date, but he didn't realize it at the time. He admitted that she later told him, "If I knew this was a date, I would have dressed differently." His response, "Wait, this is a date?" That kind of reaction might be funny between a couple in private, but sharing it publicly made things awkward. Instead of sounding sweet or honest, it came off as careless. People are already unsure about this relationship, and every time Benny speaks about it, it sounds more and more like Selena is putting it all. It's the effort while he's just there for the ride. He also said that Selena was the first to say "I love you," and they even turned that into the name of their first song together. Again, it created this image that she's always the one making the moves, while he just reacts to whatever she does. Some fans are starting to wonder if he's doing this on purpose, trying to flip the story so it seems like she's more into him than the other way around. It's not that people think he doesn't love her. He might, but the way he keeps talking makes it look like he's trying to prove that she's way out of his league. And it's starting to seem like more than just harmless, self-deprecating humor. One thing that really caught people off guard was when he referred to the relationship as charity. Yes, he said being with Selena felt like she was doing charity work. Even if he meant it as a joke, it didn't land well. When someone keeps saying, "I'm trash and my partner is a queen," over and over, it stops being funny. It starts sounding like insecurity or even manipulation. It sends a message that he thinks he doesn't deserve her, and saying that out loud so often makes the relationship look uneven. So now, fans are stuck trying to make sense of all this. Is Benny just awkward with words, or is he saying all this stuff for attention? Is it a case of him not knowing when to stop, or is there something more going on? Either way, Selena ends up looking like she's the one putting her heart on the line, while Benny's out here giving podcast interviews that paint her as the overly attached girlfriend. And with the added tension of the rumors about him and Teresa, people are more suspicious than ever. Things have gotten even messier, and fans are starting to ask whether Selena actually likes the way things are between her and Benny. Think about it. How many times can someone hear their partner say things like, "I'm so ugly," or "she's dating me out of pity," before it starts to wear them down? At first, it might come off as self-deprecating humor, but when it becomes a regular thing, it gets exhausting. Some people believe Selena enjoys being in control and might actually prefer being the one who's admired. But others think Benny could be using this poor me attitude as a strategy, making himself seem so beneath her that she'll never leave. Social media is all over this theory, and it's not painting Benny in a flattering light. There's also a popular idea floating around that when a successful and attractive woman gives an average guy a chance, he starts acting like he's the one doing her a favor. Benny seems to be fitting that idea a little too well. One user on Twitter summed it up perfectly by saying, "Every time I want to like Benny Blanco, he reminds me he's just another guy embarrassing his girlfriend in public." That one tweet echoed what a lot of people have been thinking. Then there's the awkward topic of marriage, or more accurately, the way they both avoid talking about it. Every time someone brings up the wedding, Selena brushes it off by saying they're too busy, and Benny never says a word. In one interview, when the host asked if they had started planning the wedding, Selena responded with something like, "Not right now. I'm filming the next season of Only Murders." Meanwhile, Benny sat there silently, offering no input. It almost seemed like he wasn't even aware there were questions about a wedding in the first place. Things got more uncomfortable during their appearance on Hot Ones, the show where celebrities eat extremely spicy wings while answering questions. Benny asked Selena what she thought was his most underrated song, and she completely blanked. She said, "I don't know," and apologized, but the moment was painfully awkward. Benny looked disappointed, and even the host tried to lighten the mood by giving her another chance to answer. But by that point, the damage was done. Maybe the hot sauce really messed with her focus, but that one interaction added to the growing suspicion that the relationship might not be as balanced as it seems. It left people wondering if Selena is as invested in the relationship as Benny, or if they're just on different pages emotionally. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The rumors that Benny cheated on Selena with her best friend, Teresa Murray. It all blew up when Selena unfollowed Teresa on Instagram. That wouldn't have been a huge deal, except they'd never had any public issues before. And Selena rarely posts or engages on social media, so when she does something as specific as unfollowing someone, fans take notice. It's loud, even if it looks small. This happened around late April. Selena was spotted in LA with a few people from her inner circle: Ashley Cook, Courtney Lopez, and Raquel Stevens. Yes, even Raquel, who faced a lot of backlash during the My Mind and Me documentary days. TikTok had a field day labeling her as a toxic friend. At that same time, fans noticed that Selena had quietly unfollowed Teresa. That's when things really started snowballing. Rumors began flying that Benny, Selena's fiancé, had allegedly subscribed to Teresa's private online content. Then a clip surfaced of Benny and Teresa sitting very close during a lunch date, and people instantly assumed the worst. Twitter lit up with all kinds of takes. One of the loudest reactions was confusion over why Selena would cut off her best friend, but still stay with the guy who might have crossed the line. Suddenly, that one unfollow wasn't just a quiet social media move. It was a full-on scandal. Gossip pages and entertainment outlets jumped in, reporting that the whole mess might be because of something romantic or flirtatious happening between Benny and Teresa. Just to stir things even more, fans noticed that Teresa had reposted Benny's People magazine cover when he was named one of the sexiest men alive. That didn't help cool the rumors at all. While the internet was on fire, Selena tried to calm things down the only way she knows how, by not addressing anything directly. Instead, she posted a series of sweet photos with Benny, followed by an old picture with Teresa. It felt like her way of saying, "Everything's fine," without actually saying anything. But people weren't buying it. The biggest clue? She still hasn't refollowed Teresa. And for someone like Selena, who doesn't make big online moves often, that silence feels very loud. It gives the impression that something is still off, even if she's trying to keep it low-key. What makes this whole situation more emotional is that Teresa wasn't just a casual friend. She used to work as Selena's assistant and later became one of her closest companions. They even lived together. So if this friendship really has ended, it would mark the third time Selena has parted ways with someone who was once like family to her. First it was Francia, then Raquel, and now maybe Teresa. Fans can't help but notice that there's a pattern forming here. Between all of this, Benny's constant oversharing, the unclear wedding plans, the online rumors, and the potential fallout with another best friend, Selena seems to be dealing with a lot behind the scenes. And while she's trying to keep things peaceful on the outside, fans are left wondering what's really going on. Is the drama with Teresa real? Is Benny crossing a line with how much he shares? And most of all, is Selena genuinely happy? Or is she just going along with everything because she doesn't want to face the chaos that might come with change? That's it for today's celebrity update. Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more news and pop culture updates.